Hi, I'm Lula from Witchy Wisdom 1. I'm your Thursday host, and today I'm going to do a video on my favourite witchy book. Well, I've read a lot of pagan books in my time, like new pagan books, and I kind of have phases of liking books and not liking books, but at the moment my favourite witchy book is a book called Elements of Pantheism. I'll show you it. It's really good. It's by Paul Harrison. I had to look at the back, but it's by Paul Harrison, and it's really good. I think everyone who is, studying religion, or trying to find their path, or just interested in religion should read this book. It's amazing. It's like, I know it's about pantheism, and that's not very interesting to some, but it's also got a really good background on religion in general, so it's really good for people who are starting out in any field of study towards religion. It's I'll take you into some of the pages. So it's a bit like cheaply printed. It's not by anyone famous. It's by Lumina Press. I'm not sure if you can see that. But the information in it is completely valid, and it's really interesting. It's all about, first it goes into, I'll read you the contents, what is pantheism, and then the history of pantheism, and its core beliefs, ethics, ceremony, controversies like death and souls and stuff, and then a fifth world spiritual path, ? And it also has a lot of information, not just on pantheism, but on other religions too, like at the start, which I found really useful, was the directory of isms. So it had theism, pantheism, panentheism, atheism, humanism, polytheism, and paganism. And it gave a background on that, and yeah. So it's just altogether a really good book for people studying religion, and want to kind of draw things from other religions. Another witchy book that I really like is, I'm sure all of you will be familiar with the author Scott Cunningham. Well, I love his book Incense, Oils and Brews, the complete book of incense, oils and blues, brews. I'm obsessed with all things smelly, with essential oils, incense, anything really. I really love it, and his book of recipes, like every one I make, I'm surprised with how nice it is, because it's just all so yummy. It's amazing. I made for the summer solstice, I made what did I make? I made his incense. No, I made his oil, sun oil I think it was, but I put the essential oils, instead of in a little thing of oil, I put it in some bath salts, and I took a ritual bath with the sun oil, and it was so nice. Oh my god. So everything in here is amazing, just like all of Scott Cunningham's books. He's got really good like recipes, and the only thing I would say about his ingredients is that for a lot of the things, I mean, if you were to do this regularly, you would need to get a lot of ingredients. I mean, there's a lot of different ingredients in here, and So, you know, if this was a regular obsession like it is with me, then it's going to cost you a lot of money, which it has done with me. But it's so nice. When I was doing spells, I think I've shown you this book before, I used the Spell Bible, which is really nice for people that are using spells. And even though I'm not really a practicing witch, so to speak, I always do this spell in it for the summer solstice. It is the Litter Flame Talisman spell, and I've got the little talisman on now. If you can see it, it's really nice. That's my other favourite book. The illustrations are amazing, and it always has a background, so you'll know where it's from. This is all blurry, I'm not sure if you can see this very well. And then the ingredients, and it's got lovely, lovely pictures. So I really like that book. Those are my 3 favourite books. My favourite witchy books. I've also read a lot of Wiccan books, which some of them I liked. When I was starting out, I read sort of Ravenwolf's books, like most people have, and I really liked her. I mean, I haven't really gone back to her, but when I first read them, I thought they were a really good introduction to the craft for some people, like especially younger people, like I was only 12 or 13, and I really liked it. I didn't really like DJ Conway's book, Wicca, because she had some things in that she didn't really explain. She kind of said things were the way they are and didn't really explain why they were like that. And she talked about magical creatures in a very literal sense, like, and didn't explain how they could exist and we not see them. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I liked her rituals, but I didn't like much else in her books. I liked Scott Cunningham's books, Wicca and Living Wicca. I thought they were really good introductions to the craft, and I loved Raymond Buckland's big blue book. I forget what it's called. It's so ignorant of me, but you'll probably recognise what I'm talking about if you have been in the craft for a long time. But it's a big book, and you should probably read it for history on the craft. It's really interesting, and you really get an insight to Wicca and what Wicca was originally when it was just starting out. And Raymond Buckland is a really good author, so yeah, I think if you're starting out, you should read a bit of Scott Cunningham and a bit of Silver Ravenwolf. Well, maybe Silver Ravenwolf if you're a bit younger and starting out. But you should, if you're into spells, check out the Spells Bible. If you're into like smelly things like I am, incense oils and brews is a nice one. And if you're doing anything to do with religion, I think you should read Elements of Pantheism. It's a really inspiring book, in my opinion. Alright, see you guys.